some things that should have gone in the time capsule but never quite made it. Let's start with my BlackBerry. After January 5th, never, ever again do I ever want to hear a beep, a tweet, a ring, or a ding. It's gone. And as long as we are talking about electronic devices, how about the Secretary of State's calculator? A spare bag of Bridgeport ballots. That way we always know where they are. And as for our newly elected U.S. Senator and outgoing Attorney General, who leaves behind 36,000 incomplete lawsuits and I think that we should bury a copy of the latest book, Sue First, Ask Questions Later. And scouting around the Capitol, let us also bury some of those worn-out office supplies, especially those used by legislative Democrats. You know, that pair of scissors that just won't cut. To my friend Nancy Wyman, who will no doubt consider contributing those low-rise 5-inch heels, don't. Nancy, you're going to need much higher heels to see over the Senate President's podium. And I think that we can safely bury Ben Barnes' sanity. He's already taken the job of Secretary of OPM. And another item that needs burying, Kevin Rennie's thesaurus, along with Kevin Rennie. And one thing I'd like to see buried is the use. In news articles, headlines, emails, op-eds, advertisements, tweets, skywriting, you name it, is the term smackdown. Enough already. Now, as many of you know, I used to wear lots of scarves. I still do. I love my scarves. And I would wear them always at public events. And that's frankly because I get embarrassed easily and I would turn flaming red. In fact, it became something of a trademark. So much so, of course, that the newspaper headline in one budget battle actually read, "Don't mess with the scarf." So let's add my collection of silk scarves to the capsule. And speaking of fashion statements, how about green ties? Now, I can understand being green with envy for certain elected positions, but really, forest green, teal green, Kelly green, emerald green, tree frog green, enough already. How many variations of a tie do we need? And something else for the time capsule that I was going to bury in there, but I find no need for anymore, was any plane ticket used by Randy Edsel for interviews for jobs out of state. But also, I want to make sure we still have time to bury this if we dig up the capsule. Any resume of Edsel, Ariyama, or Calhoun. We want our coaches to stay right here, and we want them eating Tostitos. And I also want, I think we should, bury the hatchet for Pat Summit, since she cannot manage to do it on her own. And I'd also have to tell you that, of course, you all know that UConn was home to a famous former university president. And I think that we can find room in that time capsule for all the cardboard cutouts and ego of my co. But what we cannot bury, would not, and should not, are obviously all of the truly warm and wonderful memories that all of you have given me over the last 6 years. Your support has always inspired me. We have shared your joy, your tears, your hopes and dreams for your families. And the people of Connecticut have always been foremost in my mind and in my heart as I do and make decisions. But as I prepare to leave office, I want to say a personal thank you. I am a better person from having met all of you. You're wonderful. I love you very much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.